Hello, I'm Lisa Parker from Hey Ho Farm and I'm a Wild East pledgee.
So I'm in the garden looking at the hedge and I can immediately see this beautiful hazel, such a lovely, lovely green colour. And what we're doing is we're just letting this run so that what we're getting is a thickening up of the hedgerow, which we're hoping will eventually make it a really wide belt of hedgerow.
So it's really important for us to be part of the Wild East Map of Dreams because we are a tiny little speck in the great scheme of things, but put together in the big map we represent something much bigger, and it gives us that feeling of being part of a community of like-minded people.
So I'm standing in front of our blackthorn now, which is absolutely stunning. Beautiful blossom that just seems to go on and on and on. And of course this will eventually become sloes later on in the year.
This is our area where we're actually allowing the hedge to grow out, to sucker out up to the path. We mow a path deliberately to stop it from encroaching on the path, but we're going to hopefully let this all scrub up in time to give us a much thicker hedge and boundary, which is great for the wildlife.
So this is a hawthorn which is about to come out in blossom. It seems to be hosting an awful lot of wildlife as well. There's endless little insects flying around here. I'm not too sure whether you can see them or not, but it's stunning. And next to it is an ivy, which again is full of life.
So having a nice thick hedge is great for us because it enables the wildlife to move freely around the site, around the field. Therefore it's not going to be preyed upon if it was to go out in the open, so it keeps it secure. It provides shelter, habitat and food, importantly food for the animals and the birds and the little creatures that live here in our hedgerow.
So just below this hedgerow we've got a bit of bramble growing up, and probably in the past I probably would have got rid of that, but now, since I've been rewilding in the garden, I'm going to let that grow, and I'm hoping it will go all over the place to make a lovely thick undergrowth for the wildlife.
We're very lucky, we've got a big garden and we like the idea that we're letting nature do its own thing here. We're not cutting our lawns and killing off all its natural habitat. We're letting nature take over and letting wildlife thrive. You can hear now the birds singing away in the trees. It's just beautiful. We're so lucky to live here.
So this is a really exciting time of the year because very shortly the hawthorn's going to be out in bloom, and when it does, it's absolutely stunning. It makes a complete wall of white blossom, and people have actually stopped and admired it from the gateway. This is such a beautiful sight.
Yeah, I really like the idea of the Wild East WildEdges, in so much as we're trying to do that here on a much smaller scale, but if the farmers could do it across their land, that would be absolutely brilliant for wildlife. It would be like magnifying up what we're doing here tenfold.